Families need a full set of information for informed decision making, and these practices level the playing field.
The recommended practices have value for families because they communicate our field of practice and what you should expect to be encountering as you're interacting with practitioners who are part of our field.
I think it's a great resource for families because if you can walk into an IFSP or an IEP conference and you can say, this is what I'm looking for my child. I want to see this happening in this program. And the reason I want to see it is because this is what the research tells us should be happening. That is really a tool for families to use to advocate for their child, to advocate for higher quality programs, whether it's at the classroom level, the state level, whatever level.
When families understand what the provider can bring to them and how the provider can support them in their families, I think they will be more likely to see it as a partnership, and you're working together with me to help me and my family. But I have a role to play in that. It's not you're coming in to help us, fix us, take care of it.
The new recommended practices will help families really understand what their choices are, not just in terms of choices of placement or in choices of what the goals are going to be, but choices in what are they going to do in their interaction with their child to support their child. And I feel like these practices are going to make that conversation much more concrete and hopefully more successful.
The leadership strand in the DEC Recommended Practices is critical for families to understand how they can utilize the recommended practices to become the best leader for their own child as they move through the different systems.
In those early years as a family, you're feeling your way and you don't know quite what you can do and how you can do it. So many of us feel that when we've gotten to a certain point, we have something to say. And how are we going to say it? Whether it's about our own child or it's joining parent organizations or state-level work groups or going to conferences. And I think the recommended practices can give you that voice and give you direction.
The new recommended practices are written in a way that allows us to easily be able to share with families what their choices are in a very personal way.
If I know what you can bring to me, I think it'll help me more as a family be able to support my own family. Because if you were in birth to 3, when 3, you're gone. If you're in 3 to 5, when we go to kindergarten, you're not there anymore. But that baby's mine for a long time.